A really sad thing I don't like about getting older is just realizing that like most people, they're really just there's no saving people because people's problems are self-induced and most of the time they pick them, right? Like if you like, it's obviously if it's stuff like you're born into a bad family or something like that, that's not what you pick, right? But like a lot of the little day by day problems that people have are really self-induced and picked. Like if you know something objectively is wrong, right? Okay, maybe it wasn't your fault, right? The origin. But then if you can objectively look at that problem, say, yes, this is a problem. You can bring me in and I'm like, yes, this is a problem. We both come to a agreement this is a problem. You can then still choose to not fix that problem. And then now you're aiding and abetting in the choice to continuously fester this problem, right? Like most people don't really, they're not addicted to fixing themselves, they're addicted to staying within the current like box that they've put themselves in, right? Like what I've been doing recently is try like I'm very like craving like a like deep like conversations and relationships and stuff like that, right? But a lot of people can't handle that, so I'm kind of letting people put themselves in their own box. Like I'll kind of like test like a conversation topic or like see how deep they can go on a topic, and then I can gauge when it's too far of a break. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a like just a gap in like the frequency of like what we agree with or like what we can handle and tolerate, right? Because it's just crazy to me that most people, and it's sad that most people pick their problems and they just don't have the willpower or the care to fight through it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's really weird and like peculiar to always be chasing self-improvement, right? Like that's not the norm. So I don't look down on anyone anymore. Like I used to kind of have like a where I thought I was better than someone because I was like trying to work on myself. But honestly, it's a lot harder to work on yourself than to just kind of ignore your problems. So I don't think I'm better than anyone anymore. Like I'm just like, okay, like this is just how I operate. This is how you operate. You know what I'm saying? And now because I don't have an egotistical like need to be better or prove that they're better, I can like objectively realize that we're just in different spots, but it just sucks when I can identify and see a problem and maybe someone else can see that exact same problem and we can both agree, but I still can't force you to fix it or like help you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a part that I really don't like about being older and like being emotionally intelligent or like aware or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like not to try and sound egotistical, but it's just it seems like a lot of relationships I have, it's very easy for me to pattern recognize and be like, okay, well we could help this. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what people want and that's not what people need most of the time. Like most of the time they just need an ear to listen because most people already know what their problems are and they know how to fix them. They're just choosing not to, or they don't have the willpower to continuously fight through them and change it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot of willpower every single day. So that's why I don't judge anyone anymore because it is so mentally draining to always be trying to change and always be acknowledging what's going on and not just ignoring everything. Do you know what I'm saying? But it just creates such a weird dynamic of like I can see this. I know that I could change you in the better, and like you could not change you, but like change this negative pattern that just needs like a few tweaks in your head and a few perspective shifts, and your life could be changed forever. But I have to accept where you are in this moment and just be like, okay, that's not what they need. That's not what they asked for. That's not what they want. Like they haven't given me consent to like help like get them through that problem. Do you know what I'm saying? And everyone has to come to it in their own time, but it just sucks for me because it's like I just want to help you so much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm definitely a person that sees the light in a lot of people and just sees like how far you could be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if we address the problems, if we address the trauma, if we address this, you could improve your life quality exponentially so fastly. Do you know what I'm saying? But I can't do that, you know? Like if I see an insecurity that someone has and I know exactly why they have that insecurity and I like my words aren't going to get to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I can say this insecurity isn't like it's not actually a reflection of you. It's a reflection of this and this or this belief that you were given or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Or it's not even objectively true. It's just a made up idea. But if that idea is in their head and that's what they tie to their identity, then that's what it's going to be for them regardless of my words because most people they're like they're problems are a part of their identity, right? Like for me, I was realizing that as well. Like being broke and like scared to lose money was a part of my identity. So I couldn't switch my mindset of thinking, okay, how can I spend money to make money? How can I improve myself? How can I do this? How can I do that? Because I needed to be in a struggle bus and I needed to be like attached to negativity. Like depression was part of my identity and kind of is still a part of my identity, to a point to where it's like it's so hard to let go of what you think makes you a person, right? Like the core belief of you, or like the core thing you've been dealing with for years, is the main thing you need to let go. But your brain won't let you, because your brain just clings on to that identity and that box you've put yourself in, right? That's why I kind of try and like gauge people's boxes and like what they think about themselves and me and like conversations and stuff. And I don't try and gauge that for them, but it's been like working pretty well for me to like see where people are at and then just meet them there at that bridge. Like how big is the box? And then okay, here's where it is, right? And then now I don't push outside of those lines. And it's like I understand where your mental barrier or whatever is. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just so interesting to me, because like for me, like I'm a person, I think I don't have, like, I have such a strong sense of self now and like my morals and like how I want to treat people and how I want to act. But my identity on an interpersonal level is always changing so frequently and so rapidly. Like, I don't cling to ideas to make it think, like, to make myself think this is what I am, right? It's like if I like rock music today and I like rap music tomorrow, a lot of people will be like, okay, no, I have to like rock music or I have to like rap music. But for me, it's like I like whatever I like in that moment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like instead of being as rigid as I was, because I was very rigid in like these lame ideals or these ideals that I just cling to and wouldn't let go of. Now it's like I'm so fluid that it's like there's just you I can't describe my identity to you by saying I like this or I believe this or this, like in the kind of terms that most people do of like, okay, they belong to this religion, that's them, or okay, they do this for work and that's them, they have these problems and that's them. Like I don't what's it called, identify my problems as me. Like for me, let's say a problem for me, right, is I don't make as much money as I want. I don't identify that as my identity. That's just something I can change. That's something that is my current circumstance, but that's not land and wild. Like if I have something, like I can change it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can change your identity and like flow for what actually comes with you right now and what resonates with you. But I feel like so many people, or I don't feel like, I know so many people keep themselves in like a hard limit box because they can't conceptualize the fact that it's okay to be forever changing and it's okay to forever be evolving. That's what I've also realized a lot with people in my life is like they think of me in this certain box. So then when I evolve outside of it or I change or whatever, they can't grasp that. So they try and pull you back into that box, or they just completely ignore who you are in this moment. Also, like for me, I'd never think I know someone fully. Like if I have a friend, right, I'm always trying to gauge where your growth is happening and how can I understand you better. I don't think that there's a thing of like, oh, I've been with you for 2 years or I know you for 3 years or whatever. Now I just know you in and out. Like, yes, I can, but to know you in and out, I always have to be knowing the person that you're becoming. I feel like a lot of people are so comfortable with stagnancy and they're like, okay, well, there's no life threatening injury, there's no life-threatening health problems, I'm okay financially, it's I can coast, and that's just it, and that's just them. But I feel like for me, I'm always trying to evolve and understand myself more and grow. So when I'm looking at someone else and other people's relationships, I'm always trying to like see where is this changing and this fluctuation of like, I know that we all go through so much that's going to change us, but a lot of people just try and stick to that box. And it's like if you're a person, like if you're friends with someone, right, and they completely switch up, like let's say some things that you thought were them, it can make some people be like, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore, you're weird or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like a lot of people can be so um what's the word, like they just reject the idea of constant ebbs and flows and changes and seasons and stuff like that. So it's just really weird, like growing up and like realizing that I can't force people to have an open perspective to always want to change, and like always knowing that they can change. Like at this point in my life, I know that I can always change. I can always change my situation. I can always change my ideals. I can always change my perspective. Do I need to every single day? Absolutely not. But like if I resonate with something new, that's okay. Like it's okay to change and grow and stuff like that. But a lot of people, I feel like they've been beaten down to the point to where they don't think that change and constant change is okay, and it's just sad because like I understand what it's like to have those shackles, but because I've been able to break them a little bit and like improve, I want to share that with everyone, but not everyone is there. Not everyone needs that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not some superhero that needs to change people, and I don't want to change people. It's just when I can see that I could help, or I have the understanding of a certain situation. Like if someone tells me about an insecurity that I've had that I fix, or a problem that I have and I fix, I want to just give you that solution so you can fix yourself. But if you don't have that mindset to where I don't need to make my problems my identity, or like my work my identity, or whatever it is, like these hard stuck things that make my identity, if you're not willing for these to ever always be changing and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to understand and accept my advice. It's just going to kind of go in one ear out the other. It might out the other. It kind of might plant a seed, but it's not really like an immediate fix. You know what I'm saying? It's just frustrating for me when I feel like I have the immediate fix, and I'm just having to really understand and like love people for where they're at and stop trying to change everyone. Like if I have the ability to always change and always grow, or like try and fix my problems, okay, good for me, cool. That doesn't make me better than anyone else. We do things differently, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As frustrating it is for me, I can't like I don't fault anyone for it because I understand it and I used to do it, but it just sucks when I can't just play like the superhero, because it's just like I just want to like save you and be like, okay, well, I understand this, I can help you with this, but like, you know what I'm saying? If you're beating yourself up in your own head, I can't overcome that. So it's just so interesting. Like I feel like my empathy is so much deeper than I thought. Like I clung to this identity of like I'm an asshole, or like I don't care about people or stuff like that. But it's like that's just not true at all. Like I care so deeply that it's just like damn. Like this it hurts me more that you have this problem that I could fix, but you don't want to fix it, than it like does for you, because you're just like, okay, I'm just complaining about it. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna go back to my life. But for me, it's like now it's in my head, because it's like I just want this to be fixed for you, because I know the misery that you feel. And I feel like a lot of people don't put themselves in other people's shoes to where they can feel the misery, but like I genuinely, like in my chest, I can feel how it feels to be other people. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, it's even more frustrating because like I know this is unbearable, and like I know how negative this feels, but at the end of the day, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Give you the blueprint if you don't want the blueprint. It's like what is this saying? Like you can lead an animal to water, but you can't make them drink. It's like I just want to help you so bad, but it's not my place and it's not my job. It's not even not my place. It's just it's not my job. That's not what people need. Like that's just gonna cause me to push people away if I'm always like, oh, I can change you, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want to do. But it's just like, damn, bro, just let me help you. It was just such a random rant, but it's just something I'm just realizing. And I'm glad that I'm improving, because I used to be like, I'll just separate myself from everyone who isn't like exactly like me. And that's just a lame way to live. Like, people are allowed to do things differently than you, but it's just kind of hard to like balance it of like, I really think I could help you a lot, but I just have to let you do what you are going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? And come to it in your terms. Like, it took me 20 years, and then it took me 2.5 years of actively understanding to even come halfway at this point, and I'm nowhere near healed. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't respond to things how I want to respond to things, so it's like I'm still in the processing stage and like the learning stage, and I just want people to get to that stage as quick as possible, because I just understand how much better and how much more calm your nervous system can be. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just an interesting part about growing up.